Hi everyone, today we're going to learn how to implement a Bootstrap template with 900 DPI. Before we get started, there are a few things you're going to need. The first thing is a text editor. I use Sublime Text 2, which is now upgraded to version 3, and works on both Mac and PC. It's also free. You need a text editor, not a word processor like Microsoft Word, to be able to edit your HTML and CSS. I've listed a few other free options if you would prefer to try a different text editor. The next thing you'll need is a Dropbox account, a 900 DPI account, and a Bootstrap template. So let's get started. For the purposes of this demo and for the sake of time, I've already downloaded Sublime. You can download it at www.sublimetext.com/3. Click the download link that pertains to your operating system and follow the prompts to install it. Let's move on to Dropbox. Dropbox is a cloud-based storage system. This means you can store your files in Dropbox and access them from any device. It is free for 2 gigabytes of space, which is more than enough to store a website. So I'm going to set up a new account with my email address. If you go to Dropbox.com, you can click Sign Up, and I'm going to type in my information. And there we go. I'm going to continue with the free plan. And now you'll see that Dropbox is installing on my computer. For the purposes of this demo and for the sake of time, I've already installed Dropbox, so you can do the same by following the on-screen prompts. Finally, we need to set up a 900 DPI account. To do this, I'm going to go to 900dpi.com and click on the Try It Out button. It's going to ask you to sync with your Dropbox account. 900 DPI will create a folder in your Dropbox account. This is where you'll store all the files that you need to host your website. Follow the screen prompts to sync your Dropbox. Finally, I'll need to create a password for my 900 DPI account. Great, so we're all set up. To integrate Bootstrap, you need to first download a Bootstrap template. I've listed a few websites where you can find free Bootstrap templates. I've chosen one from startbootstrap.com and have downloaded it to my computer. The first step to integrating your Bootstrap template is to create a new website on 900 DPI. So if we go to our dashboard and click Create a New Website, I'll call mine Bootstrap Website and create. We now have a new website set up. If I click Edit Website, I can see what my website looks like. Well, it certainly doesn't look like my Bootstrap template, so the next step is to put my Bootstrap files in the 900 DPI folder in the Dropbox folder on my computer. When you download Dropbox, it might pop up a sign in window. I'm going to have to sign in with my information in order to access my files. So now we can see that my Dropbox account is linked to my computer and some files were added. Let's see what that looks like. Up here, I can access my Dropbox folder by clicking on the folder icon, and I see that I have an apps folder. This is where the 900 DPI folder is stored. And inside my 900 DPI folder, we can see the website I just created, Bootstrap website, which has all of the HTML and CSS files for that example website that popped up. Well, I don't want that example website there anymore, so I'm going to delete all of these files and replace them with my Bootstrap files, which are in this folder. And if I copy and paste those in here, it may take just a moment to upload all those files. You can see that it's working. And now with all green checks, that means that it's done uploading and I can see what my website will look like. So if I go back to my website on 900 DPI, I can refresh the page. And here's my new Bootstrap template. It looks pretty nice. So now if you want to change any of your HTML or CSS, you can just open the file in your Dropbox folder. Let's say I want to open my index file. And this is where it'll be opening up in Sublime. And if I want to change something, let's call this home and save. If I go back to my Bootstrap template up here where I changed my link, I can refresh the page. You can see that it changes to home. So any changes you need to make in your HTML and CSS files can be done directly on your desktop through Dropbox. If you want to learn more about HTML and CSS, you can move on to the next 2 tutorials.